Hey everybody, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Welcome to the how can my cartoon possibly be just like my Japanese anime? Almost completely messed it up, but I pulled it back. Don't worry about it.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. It's me, your boy Dominic, joined by my delightful guest, actual host. I'm kind of the co-host here.
Yay! I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finally doing a podcast.
Finally doing a podcast. When was the last one?
I don't know. I don't really think it matters because I don't know how many people actually come back to watch this shit.
Absolutely no one.
I think so.
Okie dokie.
Fantastic.
Well, we have some special anime to bring forth to you.
Yeah, because this episode, we actually watched a bunch of anime, but we didn't have time to record podcasts, or we just didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah, it's more like we just didn't feel like doing it.
So now we're doubling up. We're catching up.
Catching up somehow, hopefully, probably not.
One day we're catching up.
Probably will never.
We'll probably catch up. Anyways, we're doing two for McDoofer.
Twofer. We're doing Barakamon and Pop Team Epic.
Yeah. So I guess we should start with Barakamon. Now, what's it? I feel like both of these are kind of my picks.
Yeah, these were your picks.
These are basically my picks because
no, we both picked up Pop Team Epic. You picked Barakamon.
I feel like going into Pop Team Epic, I was the one hyping it up.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and then Barakamon was my favorite. What came out this? There was a lot of shit that came out that season. All I know was that Barakamon, when it came out, was a bit overshadowed by a lot of other anime.
Yeah, I think that was a savior of anime season.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just quickly look up. When did Barakamon? Let me look up.
I think a big one was SAO that came out that season.
Yeah, I think SAO came out that season. Hold on. Barakamon. Let's see. Adaptation. Oh, I spelled Bakuman. That's not the one.
Yakugan.
Yakugan. I'm talking about Naruto here. Came out summer 2014. So we had Tokyo Ghoul, SAO 2, Akame ga Kill, Gekken, Nozaki, or Anoha 0, Free Season 2, another Monogatari.
Wow.
Was it? We had Rail Wars at that time. Space Dandy Season 2.
Yeah, that would kill it.
Fate Iliad Season 2. Persona 4 Golden Animation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
There were a lot of stuff to watch other than
Barakamon. And it was sad because Barakamon was pretty damn cool.
It's a good show.
It's a good show. Too bad I can't remember much of it right now.
Yeah, if only we made the podcast right after we watched it.
If we made the podcast right after... Okay, we had a podcast earlier where the concept was basically this. We just tried to remember what anime we watched. And we were like, no, this is a garbage idea. We should do it right after. That way we at least have something to talk about.
Yeah, now we know why we should be doing it right after.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna... Alright, I'll do the plot summary for this one. So we have... Oh, fuck, what is it? I remember he was Sensei, but I forgot his actual name.
I don't know. Let's call him Kirito.
Okay, Kirito. Alright, Kirito Sensei. So basically, he is a... Fuck, what's it called?
Calligraphy artist?
Yeah, he's a calligrapher. He's a calligrapher. He draws Japanese calligraphy, and he was performing it at an art show. And then this old guy, I guess he was well known in the calligraphy business, was like, "Hey, this art style is really, really boring." And then he got he's really sensitive about his art style, so he straight up decked the dude. And then his dad is like, "All right, you're gonna have to go move to an island, cool off for a bit." So then he did. And then he met a bunch of wacky characters that he started to really like the island life.
A wacky ensemble cast. And through that, we got a whole bunch of stories that of him interacting with that wacky cast.
Yeah, I like I guess the best description is like it's really down to earth and cozy.
Yeah,
Um,
wholesome anime is a coin I'd use.
wholesome
It's a term
anime.
I'd coin. Yeah.
Yeah, I I gotta be honest. In terms of like animes, that's like the one that like I connect with the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably would say that's mostly like my favorite genre of anime.
Yeah, like what that genre called?
I don't know.
Because
It's
it's like a
just
subgenre of slice of life.
yeah, it is. It's just like it's because like slice of life can also be like comedy centric.
It doesn't have to be.
True, but
This
like
typically is.
that's awesome. Yeah, it's like usually a thing with slice of life.
Yeah.
Because what else are you gonna do with slice of life?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was
But
really. It's a really.
yeah.
It's a pretty good. It's a really good show. I quite
Mm-hmm.
like it. Uh, what was it? I have kept up with the manga.
Wait, they kept going?
Yeah, the manga kept going.
Oh, where are they in the manga?
Where are they in the manga? Like chapter
Oh,
100.
spoilers. Yeah,
Yes.
spoilers, by the
Yeah.
way, if you're going to continue.
Yeah. Chapter 100 something. They didn't really. Um, the latest development. Now, this is just the latest chapter. I don't even know when this podcast is going to be released. So,
Mhm.
this is the latest chapter for me. Um,
Yeah.
the dude is like thinking about like actually opening up a school on the island for calligraphy.
What?
Yeah. And then like his best friend, who's his like manager, is like, that's a shitty idea. He's like, why? It's just like, okay, let's real talk this. Or so you're gonna start up an institution for calligraphy on this school. All right, what's the population? Oh yeah, barely any people.
Like 12 people.
Yeah, so fantastic idea. Okay. Also you have to get students, and well, I mean, you have 3 here, so you're not even halfway.
Well, what I can advertise and people would come to school?
Well, yeah. But yeah, there was some other stuff that happened. Like he almost got married, except he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Of
Uh,
course.
he won a he won a track he won a race on foot.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently the story is that like he's actually like a stupid fast runner. Like he's not
Mm-hmm.
athletic in any way, but he's like a stupid fast runner.
Sounds like anime.
But he actually didn't go into track and field because in elementary school there was a kid there who was like training to be like an Olympic athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like destroyed him.
Hmm.
So then the other dude started crying so much he got traumatized, so he just didn't follow with track meet.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, and then they had a rematch, but he didn't know he was the same kid.
Sounds like anime.
Yeah, they had a rematch, and he was fast.
Got even faster than ever before.
Yeah. So it's
Cute.
yeah. So if that sounds like an anime, I mean,
Like it's like it's hard to go into the details because it is a slice of life, so there aren't really that many noticeable plot beats
yeah.
to go along with.
I guess I should just what was it? I don't know. Animation looks alright. I'm not like I feel like when we talk about animation and stuff, I can more comment on like the style of animation. I don't really notice a lot of animation mistakes in anime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's just my thing. I think the style is alright. It's like there's actually a weird thing. I'm gonna touch upon this, but there's actually 2 mangas.
Mm-hmm.
One manga is basically like okay, both mangas share the same story, except the first manga only has a few chapters, and the second manga is the one that's actually continuing. And the main reason is the first manga, the style. Oh my god, it was so bad. Like when I talk about bad, some people think like, oh, maybe like one bad, right? He wasn't really an artist, so he started trying. No, this guy developed this weird ass fucking style that was just not good. and I am surprised that people even read it, but I guess it was popular enough for the studio to actually hire a proper artist to draw it. But yeah,
I see potential in this.
Yeah, I liked it. Oh, there was like oh yeah, I guess like another thing is going into it, some people might think that the whole like even when I was going into it, I thought it was going to be mainly Sensei and that little girl character Naru.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
thought the whole anime was going to be like
I thought it was going to be like them.
Yeah, I thought because there have been animes where the premise is just basically that, like an adult and like a little girl, but it's actually really, it's like not really.
Yeah, it's like the whole community.
Yeah.
It's like all the promo screenshots is just them.
Yeah, I guess to an extent, their relationship is the one that changes Sensei the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's more just like the whole community on the island, conversing with Sensei, opposed to that one fixated relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else. Soundtrack's okay. I actually still kind of vaguely remember the soundtrack. I think it's only because I watched it so many times now.
Yeah. I can't remember the sound. Like the only song I remember is the opening, and I don't really like the opening.
Yeah, I was like, I like the opening.
Like I feel like he has a good singing voice. Like what he's singing, I don't get. Like some of the lyrics are going off beat. It's like really weird. I can't like. It's really weird. It was really weird for me.
The ending was cool.
Yeah.
It was all inky.
Inky.
It was a Splatoon painting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have anything else?
I don't know. What do you have anything else? Why did you like it? It was a good old time for you?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like it was just a wholesome anime. I didn't really have any qualms with it. It's a really cozy thing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You could just lay back. Like I feel like that's like an anime that you could just watch while you're doing other things.
Yeah, I guess like when I first watched it, like okay, I don't know where this places on like my top animes of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's somewhere near the top for me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean it was mostly from my experience when I first watched it, where I thought it was for some reason I really really liked the fact that in the first episode, like as he was like coming back, there's just that scene where like you see the whole community literally just coming to his house at night to like cook and clean and just help him move in.
Yeah.
It was just a really good feeling watching that scene. Yeah. And then he draws that giant calligraphy art to like solidify his feelings.
Yeah.
That was such a nice scene to me.
Yeah.
Right.
That was nice.
There's not a lot of anime scenes where like I really connect to. I mean, the only one that really comes to mind as of this moment is like the Konosuba scene with like the montage.
Konosuba scene.
Like it was the first episode of Konosuba where like Kazuma and Aqua has that like yeah, that's the only other scene where I really like, that's the only other scene I can think of at this moment where like I really got attached to. Like on that moment, I was like, okay, this anime, whatever it is right now, I'm on board.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't really.
Yeah, it's
pin
Barakamon.
anything on anything.
Yeah.
Other than just a good watch. It's a good watch.
It's a good watch. Speaking of good watches, boy Dom, do we have a show to talk about? Papa Team Epica. Okay.
Cartoon Network's Pop Team Epic.
Yo, let's quick talk about this. All right. So, Buke, I don't. It's like BKUB. I don't know how to pronounce it. Bubuk. Right. He started. Okay. So basically, he started off like drawing like Tojo Doshins.
Yeah.
Like Tojo is like, I don't know if you know this, Dom. It's like this anime thing. It's like this anime bullet hell shooter game series.
Yeah.
Right. He wrote like fan dojins about it. And people thought they were really, really funny. So they thought, hey, let's give him a manga.
Oh. Wait, people gave him a manga, or did he just create his own?
I can't remember if he created his own and then it got like published later, or if he like a publisher came to him.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, then he made Pop Team Epic, and it was just a bunch of shitty jokes. The funny thing is, if you saw them as just like this shitty manga that you just randomly find with some crappy jokes, it's legitimately funny for the humor, right?
Yeah.
But I think people now have this weird mindset that like they're gonna go in and they're gonna find like the funniest crap.
No, it's just little giggles.
It's just it's giggles. Like it's just kind of fun. Like it's dumb. It's like dumb humor.
Like I'd say, Robot Chicken has more competent humor than it.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. So it's a 4-panel coma, and if for those who don't know what that is, just imagine each manga or story is just like 4 panels. It's good enough just to tell a slice of life story, just a joke in this case. And they're like, how are we going to make this into an anime? Well, before we even talk about making it into an anime, let's just talk about the hype behind it. Okay, so way back in the start of the manga, right? The creators started like joking about like, yo, what if this crappy manga got like an anime, right? He started making jokes about like, oh yeah, we'd hire these voice actors to do it, and like we'll do this. There's even a joke where it's like, I forgot. It was like Puppako, where it's just like, hey guys, I'm Puppako. I'm the 3rd character that appears in the anime. It's just like, you don't appear in the anime. It's like, oh my god. And she never did. So
she never did.
Anyways, so that happened. Then on April 1st, I think this was at some convention, this anime game convention. They put up a bunch of posters that just says, "Oh fuck you, we're not getting an anime." And it's just like Pogo just flipping people off. So that happened, and they're like, "Oh well, I guess it's not getting an anime." Next day, anime announced. So then they announced the anime. And then, oh yeah, this anime is gonna be sick. And then it gets delayed for a month, and people were sad. But I guess it turns out that the delay was intentional. Right? Because in the actual anime, they even reference the fact that like they purposely delay their anime.
Was it intentional, or did they add it in?
No, it was like, maybe they added it in. I could totally believe they did it intentionally.
Like, who even knows? But yeah, and then Pop Team Epic was born, and then the first episode released. No one really knew what was going in. No one. I'd say people who read Pop Team Epic didn't know what was going on, because it was literally just a reference.
Yeah, it was just like, Like that was the most Robot Chicken episode.
Yeah.
It reminded me a bit of like the Osamatsu, like first episode.
First episode. Yeah.
Like each season. It's crazy.
Yeah.
God, I mean like, which oh yeah, okay. It's weird to me how Osamatsu's season 1 first episode, you literally can't get it now. It's like they removed
Yeah,
it.
you can't.
But like Pop Team Epic's first episode is still fine. It's good. It's golden. Don't touch
because it wasn't on the nose.
the fucking
That's on
like
the nose.
My Neighbor Totoro reference.
Yeah, but it blurred it out.
It blurred the shit out of it. You're right.
Outside of the music, the Guardians of the Galaxy reference could have been anything.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But and then Pop Team Epic was born. And if I really had to summarize it, it's just basically like a gag anime. You know, just a bunch of short gags. I guess also I will talk. I'm gonna speak on the production side of this.
Yeah, that's the most entertaining part about it, the production of it.
Okay, so the biggest thing here is that the manga artist Bubuk was heavily involved in the anime creation process, and what he decided to do was he started to look at a bunch of different Japanese animators from different schools and stall their like student films or short films that they created and he really liked, and then just hired them to make the fucking shorts.
Yes.
Right? So the puppet animations were from another short film. All the video game animations was from a guy who made like an 8-bit pixel animation. You have a bunch of different art styles going on, a bunch of different it's both really stupid because it could have been risky as shit. But it's also maybe like the smartest thing because in terms of how much money they saved during this process is actually kind of smart. Because they weren't hiring professionals, right? They were hiring students.
How expensive was it to go international, though?
It was probably expensive. I mean, but the most expensive shit was the voice actors. So we should we should talk about this. Okay, most of the money went into voice acting because each episode is in 2 parts. One has entirely male voice actors, and one has female voice actors for the main characters. So you have 4 voice actors, right? However, each episode has different
sets of voice actors.
Yeah, and sometimes they hire people to sing the ending and opening. Oh no, sorry, the ending songs.
Yeah.
So it's like this is the case for both the subbed and the dub, the English dub at least. I don't know about any other dub.
Like, is the English dub have like different voice actors per episode?
Yes. I checked up on it. Every single episode they did the exact same shit.
Oh my god.
Like this anime is prolific in terms of like how many anime voice actors have actually participated in it. Like, and if you want to go into the English dub, think about how many different anime voice actors like do the same work. So Pop Team Epic mostly has most of the anime voices.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Prolific. Landmark anime.
It's prolific. And then outside that, my favorite part is like, okay, so Bubuku hired just a French guy from a studio, one French guy. Just one French guy from one French animator to just animate Pop Team Epic. But they did not tell him what Pop Team Epic was about. So he just simply looked at the character designs and just interpreted what these characters might do. So then he made the skits based off of that.
Yeah, the skits were like if the characters were just like randomly plucked into France.
And I heard that recording live video of him like talking about the skit beforehand was a last minute decision. So I guess there's that.
Oh, and you did it, and we didn't even, and we got French voice actors for that too.
Yeah, and they have French voice actors for that too. So really, really, in terms of like animation, they saved some amount of money, but in terms of voice acting, that's where most of the money was put in.
Most of the money went.
Yeah, but also technically speaking, they only really had to animate half an episode.
Yeah, because they played it twice.
They just played it twice.
Oh my god. I want to see the financial report on each episode.
Yeah, but like to be fair, I think Bubuku is a genius because it evened out.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he found a way. So there it is. There's really not much we can go into in terms of the comedy because we just be spoiling the jokes. But I feel like some of the jokes are already like self-explanatory, like already out there as memes.
Yeah.
It's very, very funny.
Okay, I want to say that one joke, but I also don't want to because it's so good.
Huh.
You know the one.
Okay, how about we just say one joke?
One joke?
One joke.
I think you know the one I'm talking about.
What is it?
Hell Shakiano.
Hell shake! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We cannot spoil that. Oh my god!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't spoil it. It's too good.
We can't spoil Hell Shake Yano. Oh my god! Oh! I didn't see the one joke. I expected to see, but did not. Was the hamburger joke? The It's like, what would you like? One hamburger. No. It's hamburger. Ah, you motherfucker.
Well, what about the voice acting one?
The voice acting. Oh
where like the skit was like just like a camera of them, of like the voice actors in the recording booth.
Yeah. I like the one where they just had the voice actors improv. Just like, oh my god, I don't know what it was. It was like the female voice actors were getting super into their roles. Oh my god, they were like playing up their roles so much, and then the male voice actors are kind of like, yeah, this is cool. Like, what? Yeah, this is nice.
This is okay.
But like the female voice actors, they would just add like wolves and like moans and shit like throughout the whole skits. It was like wow, okay. Yeah, Pop Team Epic, it's insane. I feel like everyone's really talked about. I mean, if like it's hard to say, but this might
don't go in expecting every joke to be a winner.
Yeah, that's the thing. But there's like enough jokes in there. I feel like there's a lot of jokes in there that like there's enough jokes in there that like if one doesn't make you laugh, there will at least be another that will. Yeah. But also, I should also say that like there is a lot of jokes that I feel like could be better if you knew about the manga prior.
Yeah.
And then like outside of that, it's really just like your taste because it is just like it's just a bunch of random shit. It's a lot like it's a lot shit posty humor. Like if you're on like Reddit or 4chan a lot, this is like, there you go.
Yeah, I think what made it really enjoyable for us is because we looked into the development of the anime.
Yeah, it's like that was amazing.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, and I read the manga, so it's like I recognized a lot of the jokes.
Yeah,
it was really funny. Just like thinking back on some of the decisions they made, and believe me, when I say that, I mean like the creator purposely like added certain voice actors, did certain stuff with the anime, do certain skits in certain ways that was very purposeful to like just to call back on a certain stupid thing.
Yeah.
That just like in my mind is like this guy was given the opportunity to make an anime and he took full advantage of it. He just didn't give a shit at that point. Like, the anime could have crashed and burned, but he would have been satisfied because he got to work with said people.
Like, hey, it could have been terrible, but I did it. Me.
Yeah. Even the anime itself promotes itself as like a shitty anime.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how you should go in. Just be like, hey, do you just want to look at something absurdly stupid? Here. There you go.
Yeah.
It's not going to challenge you. So.
Also, all the varying art styles are just like really either funny or really good to look at.
Yeah, oh my god. Some art styles are just like absurdly good.
Yeah.
Like, they're too good.
Yeah.
like it's sad how Pop Team Epic comes out on top in terms of animation. Good.
It's like, if it isn't like a really appealing art style, it's a really creative and funny one.
Yeah, like, oh my god, like, okay, so in terms of like animations that season,
mm-hmm.
right? Like, you could argue to be like really, really like pretty looking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's not a whole lot. Like, you can argue like, was it Sora Yori, or like Violent Evergarden, Darling the Frank, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, some scenes in Overlord, but eh.
But
like,
Pop Team Epic popped out to me more.
Or like, oh sorry, like Hakame no Michu, like the mini people one.
Yeah.
Right? But like Pop Team Epic, whew.
It pops out to you mainly because it looks like a cartoon in a lot of its art styles.
Yeah, that's also a nice thing, is that Pop Team Epic. Oh yeah, this is like this is what I was really pumped about the anime, was that it just didn't look like anime. It just looked like a cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really, really sugoi.
Yeah. And there were like some skits where they used sand art.
Yeah.
For the animation.
Scanned art. They had the puppet animations.
Yeah.
They had really good flash. They had 3D models for some scenes.
Yeah, like some 3D models, yeah.
Yeah, 3D. And the 3D looked legitimately good, but also taking the fact that they're really like lip syncing as well.
Yeah. It's kind of like, yeah, it kind of has to look good.
Yeah, it's like
how can't it look good? I mean,
yeah,
yeah, just really good art styles. Bob Team Epic
was
so special.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we have to talk about Bob Team Epic just a bit, because I feel like Bob Team Epic is literally the thing that will push people away from the anime. Right?
I don't know. I think it'll like push people towards it too.
Like, it'll gravitate some people, but there are people who will just be disgusted by it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we'll just explain. I want to explain it briefly. Okay. So in Japan, they had a bunch of Pizza Hut commercials, with this really, really disturbing art style.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have a very famous Japanese music video, like Gallo Senjan, I think was like what it was called, which was like a meme for a while in the anime community.
Mm-hmm.
But that had a really crappy art style as well. But it was really crappy, but it showed a lot of effort and dedication.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they just kind of merged the two together. And then all of a sudden, you get Bob Team Epic. So it's very purposeful that the anime itself, like the Bob Team Epic, looks that way. It's the intended art style, right?
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much just wanted every design and every frame to look as weird and abstract and as grotesque in certain scenes as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of the joke. But it does kind of. I was repulsed by it in the beginning, kind of. Well, actually, like, not so much, because I knew what was the point, like, why they were doing this. It's because Bubuku just wanted these guys to be in their anime.
Please be in my anime. I really like you.
He just felt like they should be hired for something.
You need work.
Yeah. Um, and then yeah, I mean, but like it grows on you somehow. It somehow grows on
Yeah,
you.
yeah. This is really. I think it's hard to just like it's like one of those like anime or like games where it's like it's hard to like preface a recommendation for it
Yeah.
because I feel like it does have worth to people depending on the person, but like I feel like I know a friend where if I put this anime in front of him, he would just walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he will legit just walk out.
Yeah.
Like it's just a really weird show.
Yeah, actually, I showed Kevin the scene of Your Name,
Mm-hmm.
the pop team of Your Name,
Yeah,
and he just walked away.
dude, I showed Jack reboot and he just left. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a good,
Really good art.
yeah,
Really
yeah,
good non-traditional art.
yeah. That's like, and then yeah, there's some good song soundtrack. Oh my god, the opening was it was so it's good. It's good.
I don't know. I think it's good, but I feel like it doesn't mesh with the anime.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like when I think of Top Team Epic, I don't think of EDM music.
I guess. Have you seen the actual music video she did?
No. Like, is it like all Top Team Epic stuff?
No, it's like she kind of like wakes up in a bed, smashes some TVs, does some crazy shit.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you were like, okay, yeah, this is Pop Team Epic.
Okay.
And yeah, the opening was good. I mean, the opening itself, like not the song, but itself,
Yeah.
is pretty good. There's a bunch of references and stuff, and then
Yeah.
and they have the characters like transform into a bunch of things, which is like, I gotta say, in terms of character designs in anime, um,
Mm-hmm.
Pop Team Epic somehow gets away with being possibly one of the best ones, like the strongest ones.
Yeah.
Because if your character is immediately recognizable by just
Like
having two colors next to each
like
other, or just
not
having the face,
not even not like it's crazy how he's managed to make a brand out of that face.
yeah,
Like if any other anime makes that face, people are going to think Pop Team Epic before they think of that anime.
yeah, it's like, oh my god, it's a
Like
crazy,
it's insane.
it's insane. But like,
Yeah.
that's like, I don't like it
Like
actually is like, no joke,
yeah.
possibly like one of the best character
Yeah.
designs.
Like I'd be willing to argue it's kind of like if if a sci-fi show has a helmet with a visor, people will think it's Master Chief. Like it's like that iconic.
Yeah, it's like,
It's like that strong of a design.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like in the opening, they just kind of show it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like my favorite part was like when they transform into like a broom and dustpan, and I'm like, yeah, that's Pop Team Epic. Right? Oh my god,
Yeah.
I saw just like pictures of people putting like the Tide Pods, holding up like Tide Pods, and it's like orange and blue, and I'm like, oh my god, Pop Team Epic.
Of course.
Battlefield is ruined for me. I can only see orange and blue. It's Pop Team Epic.
There you go.
Yeah.
Top Team Epic.
Yeah. Ending's pretty good. There's a bunch of references in the first episode, but in the later episodes, you actually don't need to know much about the references. It helps.
Yeah.
Certain scenes.
I think it's a type of thing like with Osamatsu where it's like, oh, we got to get them into it. Let's just shove a bunch of references. That'll get them.
Yeah. That's basically. Well, I mean, it's okay. The first episode was literally just to be garbage.
Mm-hmm.
They just wanted to make. I feel like that's just Bubuku's style. Like he just wanted to like make the episode because he can make the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right. In Osamatsu, I feel like, yeah, I think it's just to like to grab people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pop Team Epic. It was quite the ride.
If you're interested in looking at Pop Team Epic, I encourage you to
Smash
Pop
that
Team
like button.
However, I guess it goes without saying that like if you don't watch it or if you don't get it, that's like perfectly
that's
understandable. Like don't
Yeah.
like I feel like there could be like a certain amount of Pop Team Epic fans who are just like, oh dude, you just like, oh, you just don't get it. It's like, yeah, you should like, if
No.
you don't get it, then
That's fine.
like that's
It's a
fine.
really absurd.
I like, not even a lot of manga people get it. No one really
Like it's
understands.
a really Yeah, it's like really absurdist humor. Like there's nothing against you if you don't get the humor of it.
Yeah, even the creators, the actual people working on the anime, have made statements saying they do not understand the comedy of the show. So do not feel like you're left out or you're missing something, because there are a lot of people who are missing something. And even the people who have that something don't really have anything. It's just they have shitty taste.
It is an anime full of shitposts.
It is an anime full of shitposts. So yeah, that's Pop Team Epic, Barakamon. Hey Dom, quick question: what would you recommend for Barakamon or Pop Team Epic?
Barakamon's like a safe recommendation.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Pop Team Epic can have a more profound impression depending on the person, but if you don't really know what a person will like, I think Barakamon is a safer bet to go.
Yeah, pretty much. So
Yeah.
those are your two anime for this week. Join us at a later week where we'll talk about
a later date.
A later date in the future. Well, we'll talk about what is it? Overlord.
Overlord.
Let's see. I'm trying to like look at the list right now.
We may have Darling in the Franxx done by time we do the next one.
Yeah, it's either Overlord and Soul Eater Not, or it's Overlord and Darling in the Franxx.
No, it's gonna be Overlord and Soul Eater Not. Like yeah. Darling in the Franxx is 10 weeks away.
That's why I'm saying it might be.
Yeah, well, if it happens, it'll happen.
Yeah, so stay hyped for that. See you later.
See you later. Believe the hype.